Trump's lead after Biden's debate debacle, Times/Siena poll finds. Donald Trump is ahead of President Biden by 6 percentage points among likely voters in a new national survey. Overall, 74% of voters view Mr. Biden as too old for the job, an uptick since the debate. Note, the margin of sampling error for likely voters is plus or minus 2.9 points. For registered voters, it is plus or minus 2.8 points. Based on a New York Times/Siena College poll of 1,532 voters nationwide conducted from June 28 to July 2, 2024. By Lily Boyce. Donald J. Trump's lead in the 2024 presidential race has widened after President Biden's fumbling debate performance last week, as concerns that Mr. Biden is too old to govern effectively rose to new heights among Democrats and independent voters, a new poll from the New York Times and Siena College showed. Mr. Trump now leads Mr. Biden 49% to 43% among likely voters nationally, a 3-point swing toward the Republican from just a week earlier before the debate. It is the largest lead Mr. Trump has recorded in a Times/Siena poll since 2015. Mr. Trump leads by even more among registered voters, 49% to 41%. Doubts about Mr. Biden's age and acuity are widespread and growing. A majority of every demographic, geographic, and ideological group in the poll, including black voters and those who said they will still be voting for him, believe Mr. Biden, 81, is too old to be effective. The poll does not show a fundamental change in the race, but it adds to long-standing concerns, Nate Cohn writes. Overall, 74% of voters view him as too old for the job, up 5 percentage points since the debate. Concerns about Mr. Biden's age have spiked 8 percentage points among Democrats in the week since the debate to 59%. The share of independent voters who said they felt that way rose to 79%, nearly matching the Republican view of the president. How polls have changed since the debate. The poll offers early empirical evidence of what many Democrats have feared, that Mr. Biden's faltering debate performance has further imperiled his chances against Mr. Trump this fall. Some Democratic lawmakers and donors are raising questions about Mr. Biden's fitness following his struggles to finish his thoughts or articulate a vision during the debate, and they are demanding that Mr. Biden prove for a skeptical public that he is capable of serving until he is 86. There were a couple of faint glimmers of good news for Mr. Biden in the poll. One was that he narrowed Mr. Trump's edge among independent voters, even if that gain was more than offset by his erosion among Democrats and Mr. Trump's improvement among Republicans. Another was that the share of Democratic voters who think Mr. Biden should no longer be the nominee ticked up, but by far less than the rising Democratic concern about his age. The first calls from Capitol Hill lawmakers for him to step aside came on Tuesday,